You picked it up 14 times today before noon. You know that. On some level, you always know. You set it face down on the desk, tell yourself you're done, and then 30 seconds later, your hand is already reaching for it. Not because something happened, not because you heard a notification, just because. And that pull is not a character flaw. It is one of the oldest survival systems in the known universe, running in the wrong environment. And once you understand what that system actually is, you will never look at your phone the same way again. Your brain is not one thing. It is a layered structure built over hundreds of millions of years. And the parts driving your compulsive phone checking are not the newer, rational parts. They are the ancient parts. The parts that kept your ancestors alive on the savannah. Neuroscientist Kent Berridge at the University of Michigan spent decades studying what he called the wanting system. He discovered something that upends how most people think about pleasure. The part of your brain that makes you enjoy something is separate from the part that makes you want it. These are two distinct circuits. And the wanting circuit, driven by a chemical called dopamine, is dramatically more powerful. You have probably heard that dopamine is the pleasure chemical. That is not quite right. Dopamine is the anticipation chemical. It does not fire when you get the reward. It fires when you expect the reward might be coming. Your brain is not hooked on your phone because your phone feels good. It is hooked because your phone might deliver something good. At any moment, without warning. The possibility is always open. The slot machine is always armed. Psychologist B.F. Skinner demonstrated this in the 1950s. He placed rats in boxes with levers. Some rats got a food pellet every time they pressed. Predictable reward. Others got a pellet only sometimes, at random. The random reward rats pressed obsessively, far more than the others. Skinner called this variable ratio reinforcement. It is the most powerful behavioral conditioning schedule ever identified. Your phone uses it on you every second of every day. Every time you unlock your screen, you do not know what you will find. Maybe nothing. Maybe a message from someone you have been waiting to hear from. That uncertainty is not a bug. It is the entire engine. But why does this work so well on a brain that evolved before smartphones existed? Because your ancestors survived by being relentlessly attuned to new information. Where is food? Where is the threat? A brain that could ignore a rustling in the grass was a brain that got eaten. A brain that could not stop scanning the horizon, that was a brain that survived. That ancient scanning brain is now holding a device delivering an infinite stream of novelty, social signals, and unpredictable reward. It has no off switch for it. To your ancient brain, scrolling a feed and scanning the savannah feel identical. And there is something else. Humans are radically social animals. For most of human history, being excluded from your group was a death sentence. You could not survive alone. So your brain evolved to treat social information as the highest priority data available. Who likes you? Who is angry with you? What is everyone else doing? Researcher Naomi Eisenberger at UCLA found that social rejection activates the same brain regions as physical pain. The same regions. Social pain is not a metaphor. It is processed by the same neural hardware as a broken bone. This is the system your phone has access to. Every notification is a potential signal about your standing in the group. Every silence is a warning. Your brain cannot choose not to care. Caring was what kept it alive. Now here is the part that is hard to sit with. The pull you feel is not weakness. Reaching for your phone 14 times before noon is not evidence something is wrong with you. It is evidence that you are a human animal, carrying a brain built for a world that no longer exists, dropped into an environment engineered to exploit that mismatch. Understanding this will not switch off the wanting circuit. The system runs beneath insight. But when you feel that reach coming, when your hand moves toward the screen before your conscious mind has decided anything, you can recognize it for what it is. Not a need, not an emergency. A 300-million-year-old prediction machine scanning for something that is not there. Your ancestors stared at every rustling in the grass. Tonight, when you set your phone face down and feel that pull 10 seconds later, you are doing exactly the same thing. The grass is just made of glass now.